Hi Deirdre here. We're just going to take a look at this profit per measure sheet now. So looking at the sheet overall at what we're trying to do. So we've got, for example, whiskies and different spirits over here. And then in the second column over, we've got the cost per bottle. Okay, and then the third column over, we're saying how many measures are in the bottle. So the Powers whiskey, it's costing us $9.20, and there are 12 measures in a bottle. So we're trying to find out then how much is one measure. So money always comes first. It's going to be the cost per bottle, the money first, divided by the measures by quantity. So money divided by quantity will give you the cost per measure. Okay, so that's how we're going to do that one. Okay, then this is the sales price per measure, and the next one over then is the profit. So it's going to be sales price minus cost will give us the profit, and then profit margin is going to be your profit per measure divided by your sales price per measure. Okay. So down the bottom half, the bottom table is telling you how many measures this particular establishment sold on a particular night or week or whatever. Okay, so they sold 45 measures, and each of those, up here you can see the sales price, 45 multiplied by the 130 gives us 58. And then the 45 multiplied by the 50 cents gives us the 22.50. Okay, and then just down the bottom we did our Autosums to get our totals. Right, let's get started now. So in here, the first thing we're going to do is make sure we can work out where everything goes. And sometimes the first thing I do is put on my wrap text. I'm going to select over here and put on my wrap text. And now it's much easier to see what's in the different columns. Okay, so I'm happy with that. In here, cost per measure, as we said here, it's money divided by quantity. So start off with your equals, so Excel knows to do a calculation. And then it's going to be the 960 / is your divided by the 12, which is your C3. So equals B3 divided by / C3 and press enter. So we're happy with that. We'll click and drag down. Now, this actually, it's been calculated, so we're just going to make it bold so it'll stand out from the others. It's also a currency, and we want to have 2 decimal places, so we can click in here. And then we're thinking, do we really need the euro signs? Maybe not. I might try the comma, which just gives us 2 decimal places and no currency symbol. Okay, I might do the same over here and put on our comma here. And here we could do it in here. Okay, so profit per measure, it's costing us, we're selling it for 130, so it's the 130 minus the 80. Okay, and press enter. That's fine, and we put on bold. And again, I'm just going to be lazy and do the next calculation here. So this is going to be equals the 50 cents divided by the 130 and press enter. Okay, now this is, it's been calculated, so we'll make it bold, and it's also a percentage. And when we click on the percent, it brings it back to 2 decimal places and knows how to correctly format it. We have the 2 of them selected here, and I can click and drag down. Now we need to format this so it looks good. So we'll click and drag across the top for our heading and merge and center, and then I'm going to increase it in size, clickety clickety click until it looks about the right size. Maybe a little bit too big, maybe one down. Yeah, that looks good. And select down like that, and we'll put on our borders. And I'll do all borders and immediately go in again and do thick outside border. Click and drag over here like this, and we can put on some shading. And we can select like this if we wanted to. Maybe we might put on some shading over there. Now, we need to make sure that our headings line up with the numbers. At the moment, cost per bottle is sitting over on the left-hand side and the numbers are sitting over on the right. So I can select across the top here and write a line. Okay, so that's looking good. Now, this one over here had some pattern on it, so I'm going to click and drag like that and click in here onto the little more buttons button over there, and then go to fill and go to pattern color and pattern style. So they had a sort of a stripe. Maybe I'll just go with a dotted area, and then choose, for example, I could have red dots within the pattern and click on OK, and you can see the pattern comes up. Now, the next table down, total sales value, I'm again going to put on my wrap text so I can see these things clearly, and then I'm going to write a line because I know they're going to write a line to the numbers. So the total sales value is going to be equals the 45 multiplied by the 130 up here. So equals D12 multiplied by E3 and press enter. And I might as well do this one now. So equals the 45 again, multiplied by, which is your star, multiplied by the 50 cents, and press enter. And select the two of these here. We'll make them bold because they've been calculated, and click and drag down. Okay, that's looking good. We now need our Autosums, so click down here and then click on your Autosum button up here and press enter. Go back and select. It's been calculated, so I'll make it bold and click and drag across. Okay, now we need to put on our borders and do all borders and thick outside border. And then we can select up here, and then we can put on our pattern and go to fill and put on the dots and choose our color and okay. Okay,